Hey, what's up, everybody? Dwayne Bryant here from WagerTalk.com. It is a new week. It is Monday, September 11th, and it's time for my MLB trend report. I've got another six-pack of MLB trends that are undefeated and active today, and we are going to get right into those. And guys, as always, please never make a bet based on any single trend, angle, or piece of information. The trends that I'm giving you in these videos are only one trend of many trends that are active in each game. Trends are best used when you weigh out all relevant trends in a game and see if they are weighed heavily on one side or the other, or heavily to the over, heavily to the under. And then also use that as only one portion of your handicap of the games as well. So for trend number one, we're going to look at Sonny Gray. We're going to go back to 2021 when his previous start was a quality start, meaning he lasted at least 6 innings and gave up 3 or fewer runs. And also in that start, he gave up 1 or more home runs. So we'll hit the SDQL button. And you can see that the over-under is 0-9, no overs, 9 unders. These games stayed under by an average of 2.6 runs per game. Now you can see that 3 of these games went extra innings, but there was also a 7-inning game thrown in there as well. Very nice 91% ROI. And this is active today with Gray and the Twins at home against Glasnow and the Tampa Bay Rays. So let's go right into trend number 2. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications. I would greatly appreciate that. For trend number 2, we're going to look at Brandon Woodruff at home. And you'll notice there's no season or date parameter, so this is in his entire career. When the total is less than 8 and the line is between minus 135 and minus 210. So we'll hit the SDQL button. And you can see that the over-under is 0-11-1, no overs, 11 unders, 1 push. These games stayed under by just over 2 runs per game. There's a 7-inning game in there. There's an extra inning game in there, kind of balances out. Not easy to get an under total with that kind of margin when your average total for the game is 7.2. You can see here the average score, Brewers 3, opponents 2.17. Very nice 82.7% ROI on the under. And this is active today. Woodruff and the Brewers at home against the Miami Marlins. Let's move into trend number 3. And guys, if you're watching this Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I put my MLB trend report on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. However, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I put my MLB trend report on my personal channel. You can find that at wt.buzz/dbtv. Again, you'll want to subscribe to that my channel there so you don't miss out on this trend report on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And also, please hit the thumbs up to like this video. I would greatly appreciate that. For trend number 3, we're going to look at Clark Schmidt. This season, when he faces an opponent that is averaging 4.9 or more runs per game on the season, we'll hit the SDQL button. And you can see that despite an average line of near even money, basically plus 106 here, the Yankees and Schmidt are 0-11 this season, losing by more than 2.5 runs per game on average. Nice fade ROI here of 80.5%. And this is active today with Schmidt and the Yankees on the road in Boston against the Red Sox. Now, like I mentioned earlier, You want to weigh out all these trends and see whether they weigh heavily on on one side or the other. When I was doing my digging here, I did find a trend, and it's not in this video. It did not make the cut, but I did find a strong trend against Cutter Crawford as well that pretty much negates the trend you're seeing here. So it just, again, another reminder, do not watch this video and then go bet 6 plays based on these 6 trends. That is not what this is designed to do. So let's go to trend number 4. And guys, if you want me to look up any other trends or angles for today's games, or you have any trends or angles that you found for today's games, drop them in the comments below. We would all love to see them. For trend number 4, we're going to look at the Houston Astros. This season, when they play on a Monday against a conference opponent, which means an American League opponent for them, we'll hit the STQL button, and you'll see that the over-under is 12-0, 12 overs, no unders. These games went over by more than 5.5 runs per game on average. That's an incredible margin for the total. Nice 88.9% ROI on that over. Now, yes, there are 2 extra inning games in this result, but I looked at this, and there were only 5 extra inning runs scored total between the 2 games. So that's only going to knock this margin down about a half a run. So you're still looking at a 5-run margin on the over here. And look at the Astros just since June. Their runs on a Monday against an American League opponent: 11, 12, 10, 7, 9, 13, 13. I mean, these guys are covering these game totals by themselves. They're averaging 8.5 runs per game, giving up 6 runs per game. And again, I normally don't like trends for baseball that point to a specific day of the week. But when you're looking current season and you've got 12 games and it's undefeated to the over and the margin is that huge, it's very hard to ignore. And again, this is active today. The Astros at home against the Athletics. And just to put this in perspective, even if you take this away and just look at all of their Monday games this season, they're still 17-1 to the over, going over by more than 4.5 runs per game. They only had 1 under, and that was down here against the Marlins about a month ago. So, and the total was only 8. So, very, very strong trend here. Again, I'm not a huge fan of MLB trends that point to a specific day of the week, but with that kind of current season record and that margin, that is very, very hard to ignore. Let's move to trend number 5. And guys, just a reminder that my football trend report, I haven't decided if I'm going to split it up into 2 videos this week. Last week I did college and NFL in one big 23-minute video. I might split it this week and do one for college, one for NFL. Not sure yet. If I do, I'll put one out on Thursday, one out on Friday. If I do them together again, it will probably be on Thursday afternoon that I put it out. So again, just watch for my football trend report. That is going to be on my personal channel at wt.buzz/dbtv. The address is right there on your screen, so you will want to go over there and subscribe if you haven't already. For trend number 5, we're going to look at Dane Dunning going back to the 2021 season when he is an away dog, a road underdog, and he starts at night in a nighttime start, which in the database is any game that starts after 6 p.m. Eastern time. We will hit the SDQL button, and you can see that Dunning and the Rangers are 0-15, losing by an average of 2.8 runs per game. Nice 61% fade ROI. You can see they got doubled up here. The average score is Texas 2.8. Their opponent's 5.6. And this is active today with Dunning and the Rangers on the road in Toronto against the Blue Jays. And that brings me to the sixth and final undefeated trend for today. And we're going to look at the Twins. We're going to go back to May 1st. Again, when you put the date in, you always start with the 4-digit year, then the 2-digit month, and then the 2-digit day. So we're going back to May 1st with the Twins at home against a conference opponent, which for them would be an American League opponent, when the total is set at either 7 or 7.5. We will hit the SDQL button. And it's almost as if I planned this, because so often in these videos, I get down to the final trend with the biggest ROI of the day, and the database adds in its own suspense by thinking and thinking and thinking and making us wait for the result of this final trend of the video for today. Usually within 15 seconds or so, it will come up on the screen. I assume it's because there's a lot of people using the database in the morning, and so it gets bogged down. But here you can see that despite being an average favorite of minus 150.8, the Twins are 0-10 this season, losing by more than 3 runs per game on average, for an excellent ROI against them of 126.8%. You can see the average score here. Twins 2.7, opponents 5.8. And this is active today, the Twins at home against the Tampa Bay Rays. And that, my friends, is going to do it for this Monday MLB trend report. Again, if you have any trends or angles you want me to look up for today's games, drop them in the comments and I will get to them probably at some point this afternoon. If you have any you found as well, make sure you drop those in the comments as well. We'd all love to see them. Don't forget to watch out for my football trend report coming up Thursday and or Friday this week. Again, it's on my personal channel. The address is right there on your screen, wt.buzz/dbtv. And as always, best of luck on all of your wagers today.